In today's video, we're going to be talking about our top 5 favorite decks of all time. Me and Ben are going to take turns guessing only once on what that spot for number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2, and number 1 will be, alternating each time, and we'll gradually show the score as the video goes on. Thank you so much for watching.
What do you want? Do you want to start with the least, or do you want to start with the favorites?
I think we should start with the favorites, because I feel like we would know each other's favorites more.
Okay.
Okay, so
Save the rage moments.
yeah, save the rage ones.
Save the funny moments for the end of. Alright, I get that. You want to start us off, or should I?
I'll take a guess at your number 5 favorite.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's probably branded.
No, it's not.
No, it's not branded.
No. Good guess, though. Good guess. It's a tie, a flip-flop between Frogs and Noble Knights.
Oh,
Frog?
very noble Knights lover. Okay,
Well,
that speaks volumes, by the way.
I'm a history nerd, so I just like the aesthetic.
That
of
is
the deck.
true. That is. I do like the aesthetic of the deck too. It does look very pleasing to look at.
I think the idea of equipping a bunch of spells is really cool. Too bad it's not really good.
It's not viable.
It's
at
not
the moment.
viable.
Rip this all day.
And yeah, rest in peace. She did nothing wrong. She did everything wrong. But
Yeah, she did everything wrong. That was a complete lie.
yeah, it was a complete lie. And Frogs, I just love Frogs, so I kind of flip flop between the two of them.
Yeah, you have told me before that you liked Frogs, but I figured that would be like maybe your number 4 spot.
All right, for me, pendulum. Is it Zark?
It is not.
Oh.
To surprise you, it's actually not a pendulum deck.
What the hell?
It's Fire King Snake Eyes.
Of course.
That was the first meta deck I picked up, and I actually fell in love with it instantly.
See, I thought it was higher.
No, that's my number 5, the lowest I got. The other picks will probably make sense. The only reason it's at my number 5 and not higher is because it is meta. So
Fair enough.
I mean, as much as I love playing competitively and beating you to a pulp, which has never happened, by the way, on camera. As much as I love playing the deck, like, it's meta, so
Yeah,
the rage moments are higher when I play the deck.
yeah, so Snake Eyes Fire King, yeah, I can understand why it's number 5 because it's meta. It is also a newer-ish deck, I guess.
Yeah, well, like I said, it was the first deck I actually like. That was tier 0 that I actually really liked. Just the not necessarily Snake Eye portion, but the Fire King. I really enjoyed the Fire King, but the Snake Eyes helped improve it. So, I mean, it was fun.
That is fair. Alright, so number 4.
Number 4 for you, huh?
I'm really curious.
I'm gonna take a really wild guess, and I'm sure it might be wrong, but I'm gonna say Heroes.
No, it's not Heroes.
Damn. Alright, that's a bit higher then.
It's Dinos.
That's Dinos, the Toss format deck.
I love dinosaurs, dude. Dinosaurs are so fun. Free Miscellaneous Saurus. Literally, he's at 3 in Master Duel. He's doing nothing.
Honestly, yeah, he could come back for sure.
I don't care what you say, Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick, you're watching this video right now. You don't care what you say.
I don't
about
care. Mist can
this.
come back to 3. Dinosaurs will still do nothing. Let us just be at full power and destroy everything in our path. I just want to make Jurassic World a thing.
Dinos, okay. I enjoy dinos too, but not as much as you.
That's fair. For me, for you, I mean,
What's my number 4?
you threw me for a loop with number 5. For some reason, my brain wants to say Endymion, even though I know it's wrong.
Is that your final guess?
Let's go with Endymion.
It is not Endymion.
I knew it was wrong.
It's actually Penmag.
Penmag.
Penmag is my number 4. It's
then
it's in the top 5, but it's not in my top 3.
I have no idea
I do love Pen Mag. It is one of my favorite decks. The only issue is that Baron and Savage are banned. And that pretty much, like, it's not dead, but it's not nowhere near as good as it was. Like, having Baron and, like, even not having Baron, if they left Savage alone, the deck would have been perfectly fine. Like, it would have just been perfectly fine. Like, it wouldn't have had that much hit. But hitting both of them hurt way more than it should have.
I'm right there with you with that Baron hit. You know, Vanadium kind of.
Yeah, Vanadium took a big hit on that one.
A big hit. Oh, man. Okay, so now I don't know what your number one is, because I thought that Pen Mag
You thought
was,
Pen Mag was my number one?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, you're third. This is in your top 3 favorites. Heroes is definitely in the top 3. I know that. This guy loves Heroes. But I definitely don't think it's 3. I think it might be either 2 or 1. Number 3. You love Rescue Ace, so that's not 3. It's probably branded. I'd have to. Is branded? Yes, it's branded.
It's branded. Yeah.
Let's go.
Dude, the moment I first picked up branded, I kind of just fell in love with the deck.
That's fair.
I've played so many iterations of branded Despia, branded Bistio. Heck, when we first started playing, very bad branded Buster Blader.
Yeah, very bad branded Buster Blader. I remember that variant. That variant actually looked pretty cool.
It was very
to be honest.
cool.
Not very consistent, but it was cool.
Hey, when it worked, it worked.
It worked. Well, yeah, when it worked, it worked.
Not my crowning achievement of the deck, but, you know, it existed. No, the deck is just always fun and consistent. Sanctifier is not actually a problem like everyone says it is.
I don't think it's a problem. I think the problem is the targets you can use with Sanctifier.
Yeah, Sanctifier is really only as strong as the targets it has access to.
So stuff like Gimmick Puppet Nightmare is the problem. It's not Sanctifier. Which, yes, if you get rid of Sanctifier, it gets rid of Gimmick Puppet. But if you just get rid of Gimmick Puppet, you can still play it with Sanctifier, which is not a problem.
Yes. But, deck's not as much of a problem as everyone says it is. No. You're number 3. I'm throwing for a loop. I'm not going to get a single one right, guys.
What's my number?
I know what your number 1 is.
You know what my number 1 is? That's shocking.
I know what your number 1 is at this point, then, if it wasn't Pen Mag. Number 3, I'm going to say Phantom Knights.
You are wrong. It's not Phantom Knights, but it is one of the Xyz Dragon decks. Or not Xyz, one of the Dimension Dragon decks.
Then
It's Predaplant branded.
Oh, then never mind. I don't know what your number 1 is.
I knew I was going to throw him for a loop with that one. Yeah, like you, I love the branded stuff. I think it's super fun. But for me, I wanted to throw my own kind of twist on it and play a more Predaplant heavy package than what you would normally play in a Predaplant branded deck. So I play stuff like Bibelist and the Jostema Hydra. I know I just butchered that, but the level 6.
They're complicated.
Or level
names.
5, yeah. So I play a more heavy Predaplant style to it. And I think the deck is really fun. It can definitely compete, especially against Branded. We had a really good match that one day. There was a few, incorrect rules, but still, it went on for a while.
It went on for an hour.
Yeah, it was really fun. Just one game. It was so much fun. That was definitely a highlight game. I wish we could have, I wish we had the idea for the channel at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can get another game like that on camera sometime.
We'll definitely be trying.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely within my top 3. I love that deck so much. As much as these guys know, I stopped playing it for a while because I was so upset at it. But in my heart, it holds a special place in my heart.
I'm the one that retired it in the original place.
You're number 2. It's either Heroes or Rescue Ace. I know, you can't fool me with those. It's either Heroes or Rescue Ace. And I think you like Rescue Ace more than Heroes, so I'm going to say number 2 is your Heroes.
It's Rescue Ace.
Dang it! I got it backwards! I knew I was going to do that. It was one of them. Alright. That's fair enough.
Nah. Rescue Ace I fell in love with from the get-go. I mean, not really from the get-go. Like, I saw the deck, I thought it was cool, and picked it up. Initially, I thought it was slow, but over time, I started liking it a lot. And like, I was just asking for more support, and then Dune comes out, and we get Emergency and Preventer, and it's exactly what I was looking for.
Right.
And kind of just changed my whole view on the deck. Like, I already liked it, and I just fell in love with it after that point.
This guy was playing pure Rescue Ace for the longest time until the Black Witch stuff came out.
Yeah.
Like, that's how much of a hardcore Rescue Ace player this guy is. Like, he was playing before the Black Witch.
I was playing before it was cool. Free Airlifter, please. He did nothing
Free the one
wrong.
card combo. Yes.
Free. He did nothing wrong. I know that in my heart of hearts he did a lot wrong, but he did nothing wrong. Okay. For you.
What's my number 2?
I don't know, man. I'm thrown for so many loops here. I thought number 1 was Predaplants, but no, it turns out I was wrong. It has to be Phantom Knights then at this point, right?
You're correct. It's Phantom Knights. Specifically the Phantom Knights trap variant of the deck.
Well, where you play all the traps?
Where you play more traps than you normally would. I wouldn't, not like Phantom Knights traps, but stuff like Anti-Spell, like some of the Floodgates.
The
and then
toxic ones?
the toxic cards, yes. Like, for Phantom Knights, like, it's a mid-range deck, so helping, stopping your opponent from playing, you kind of need. So, drawing into those cards is really helpful, but also, even if you don't draw into those cards, like, the deck is just fun in general. It's just level 3 combos. That's all it is.
It's level 3 spam.
Yeah, level 3 spam. That's all it is. And I mean, like, it has its 1-card combo, it has its 2-card combos, and 3-card, and so on. So, I mean, the deck it's pretty viable, you know. I wouldn't take it to, like, a YCS or anything.
So definitely to a locals, right?
Yeah, but I would definitely take it to a locals just to have fun, you know.
Don't know about our locals, really, but...
We'll see.
We'll have to
Our locals did change now.
Our locals
It has recently changed, so we'll see what happens.
We'll have to see.
As far as your number 1, it's Heroes.
No,
it's not Heroes.
It's Heroes.
Yeah. That's what I thought it would be.
Nah, that's I've always had a special connection with the deck. From the moment I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I watched the anime, I watched GX specifically. The moment I saw Jaden playing Heroes, I'm a big superhero fan.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I just kind of instantly fell in love through the anime. So I've played it every iteration of Heroes you can think of. I played it when Stratos was at 1 or in banned. Dark times. I still remember the day he came unbanned. I was happy enough to cry.
Definitely. That was one of the first decks I think I played against you with. You were playing Heroes.
Oh, it's a deck that I've never taken apart.
Yeah.
You've
only upgraded it.
Only
ever.
over time.
Only ever upgraded it. That's how you know it's his favorite deck.
It just sits right. It's right there on my desk right now.
It is his staple.
It is. It is a staple. That and Rescue Ace. I don't ever plan on taking Rescue Ace apart, even after it's no longer viable.
It's just memoriam.
Memoriam. Oh,
What's my number 1? I can guarantee you won't get it.
I know. I thought it was Predaplanes, but you know, turns out it's not. Oh, not Penman. I'm gonna go out there on a limb. It's not Speeroids.
He's running out of ideas.
I'm really running out of ideas.
Because I haven't played a lot of decks.
He does not.
And it might not even be a deck I've played before.
Which is why I'm running out of ideas. I'm just thinking of decks that he's come up with playing. I'm gonna have to go with Speedroid. It's just the only deck I can think of that I know you plan on building.
So, It's not Speedroids.
Yeah.
It is not Speedroids. It is actually my newfound love for Magic Specters.
You only picked the deck up
I
2
picked
days
it
ago.
I know, but I've had so much fun with the deck at home. Just doing combos, and then also, like, even just building it on Dueling Book, and just going in and tweaking some things around. I've already changed it once already from the day I picked it up. And it is slightly different. It's super consistent, and from earlier, like, it can actually semi-compete.
Yes.
Like, yes, it does have destruction card effects in there, but it also has a card that can banish, and it has Kieran that just got unbanned,
That's very big
which is huge for the deck. So, yeah, like as soon as Patrick was like, I had my hesitance about it, even though I love Pendulum. I think Pendulums are super fun. It's one of the really slept on kind of summoning mechanics. Especially by Konami. Konami does not give Pendulums enough love because they hate it because of the reception it got when it launched. And I feel like that's horrible.
It is horrible considering that I can think of multiple formats where links were more oppressive than any Pendulum.
And they just keep on giving more link cards out. And I want more love for Pendulums. You don't have to give me Electromite back. Just add more Pendulum support for more variety. Even creating a new Pendulum archetype would be cool. Like, just more stuff Pendulum related. But for what I was talking about, Magic Specters, like, I had my hesitance about it when Patrick gave me the core and we built it on the table out there. And when he showed me the combo, I was actually intrigued. I was like, okay, this looks really fun. And then when I got home and started practicing combos, I noticed a few hiccups and I changed it. I added Fox into the deck, which just gets the second trap out, which really helps because it is 2 scale, which there aren't a lot of in the deck already.
Also playing Nekomata in there?
I'm not. I'm only playing the Fox. The Fox. I didn't want to overly do it with the
names,
and I also didn't want to overdo it with the scales because the scales are very important in the deck, especially for New A. Because when you add back from New A, you have to send the same scales but different names, which is an issue. And previously there was only 2 names that had 2 scale, and I wanted to add another one that was also beneficial, just in case I opened up with the other 2. So I added a layer of consistency to the deck. It is super fun. It is. I definitely didn't think I would grow as attached to it as I have. It is definitely a deck that I will cry over if they ban Kieran again. I won't take Kieran out though. I'll just set the deck aside until they unban it again.
That's what I do with Rescue.
Yeah, effectively. It'll be my memoriam piece.